Yo, we're now live. Hello, everyone. All right. Yo. Hello, Jonah. I am a band for you, but I know I still have my strike though. Yeah, it's best idea is not to stream for a while and just listen to the strike. We got 19 days, 6 hours, and 34 minutes. Feel bad for you, my man. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I understand with the strike though. Alright, to wish you all across the world today, for such tonight, wherever you are in the world, and to wish New Zealand around the side of the world, for all the children around the side of the world today. To wish you all a wonderful, safe St. Nicholas Day, St. Nicholas Day Eve. Anyhow, I'm going to a football game tomorrow. My former high school is in the semifinals and have to play against a unbeaten Longhorns. Oh no. Oh no. I'll pray for you, man. Longhorns. Yeah. Oh, Texas. Yep, the Longhorns is Texas. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a book to read for the bedtime story. It's on behalf of Nora Trexena. Alright, we got a new book from NORAD, saying himself. He gave me a couple of months ago. Operation Santa Claus. How NORAD saved Santa. Operation Santa Claus, How NORAD saved Santa by Michael Keane. Illustrated by Michael Garland. I have a good feeling my former high school can beat the Jones Longhorns and to make it to the state championship next week. Oh, I hope so. Dedication. This book is dedicated to children around the world whose parents, soldiers, marines, airmen, coast guardsmen, guardians, and sailors, as well as civilians and contractors, allow us to live in the world where we live with the freedom to believe in Santa Claus. Twas the night before Christmas at NORAD's home base. Not an airman was stirring. Each one was in place, ready and waiting for the very first sight of good old St. Nick on his Christmas Eve flight. To deter and detect and defend the homeland, North American Aerospace Defense Command, it's our job to watch everything in the sky, from airplanes to rockets, wherever it can fly. On a day long ago began NORAD's tradition tracking Santa's red sleigh on his once-a-year mission using radar and fighter jets and Space Force now too, reporting on Santa wherever he flew. From Japan to Nepal, from New York to Phnom Penh, or the Great Wall of China, and past London's Big Ben, NORAD tracked Santa throughout his long flight, while children sleep soundly, tucked in for the night. See here, you got Santa flying over the Big Ben. But on this Christmas Eve, after quite a cold day, there arose a huge blizzard, and it moved Santa's way. This might be a problem, said a sergeant with fear. That wind seems too strong for 8 tiny reindeer. This is 8 but 9 tiny reindeer. They're not so tiny. Much farther away in the Arctic North Pole, the elves worked quite hard. They had only one goal: to hitch up the reindeer and pack up the sleigh with presents for children so far, far away. Santa finished his list of those naughty and nice. He pulled on his red suit and then checked the list twice. We'd better get going. The storm's getting stronger. We must leave right now. We can't wait here much longer. Back at NORAD's headquarters, the news came like a shock. Santa just left. Way ahead of the clock. Commends tracking Santa, his flight so erratic. He's fighting fierce headwinds right off the Atlantic. And then, as they watched, the green blip disappeared. No sign of Santa, nor a single reindeer. Uh-oh. The radars lost Santa. They cried in a panic. We must find him now, or this will be gigantic. The general, a 4-star, ran straight to the base. He was huffing and puffing, and he had a red face. Where was Santa last spotted? He said. Where was Santa last spotted? He said, and he frowned. He pulled out some maps and all gathered around. This is way before Google Maps and radar, guys. The commander-in-chief was handed a phone, scrambled the fire jets, sent up a drone for both red state and blue states. This is a real threat. It's even much worse than our national debt. Jet fighters took off from their base with a scream. They flew to the place where the blip was last seen. They used their night vision. Then they tried and fared. Hi, look at that there. Does that look like a sled? A squad fast roped down to the white ice below. They searched for 8 reindeer while crunching through snow. Hi, Dasher. Hi, Dancer. Hi, Prancer and Vixen. Where's Common? Where's Cupid? Where's Donner? And Blitzen? Ahead they saw something, a blinking red light. They dug through the snow, and they found quite a sight. A cold, shaken Santa and 8 shivering deer. Search and rescues found Santa. They reported with cheer, but Santa was worried for the world's girls and boys. There's not enough time left to get them their toys. I'm so far behind now, but can it be done? How can it be done? No toys Christmas morning? That's not very fun. Then the generals met, and they latched quite a plan. Then would call every base from right here to Japan, Canada, and NATO. Our allies help too. We'll all work together, one big happy crew. We've got cruisers, destroyers, and fast submarines, copters, and cargo jets like 717s, big trucks, and strikers, and personnel carriers, huge armored tanks that can climb over barriers. Then a top secret agent showed some top secret photos of rooftops and chimneys where Santa Claus goes. Our agency knows on a need to know basis who's been naughty and nice. Whoa, they're classified cases. That's just one little thing, Santa said with a pout. I guess I'll just say this and then you out. 'Cause there may be some places you really can't go. There are scary stone monsters and cracking ice falls. Santa then learned a secret that very few know. We have special ops teams that can come in quite low Delta Force, Navy SEALs, and tough Army Rangers. In those types of places, they'll handle the dangers. Santa paused and he nodded. All knew what that meant. In the spirit of Christmas, I give my consent. I've delivered these toys for 100-odd years. When this very bad storm, I will need volunteers. Go Army! Go Navy! Go Space Force and Air Force! Go Marines! And the Coast Guardsmen! And the Guardians, of course. To the ends of the earth, help with Santa's big haul. Now march away, fly away, sail away all. Then soldiers and airmen all went right to work. Captains by privates, first sergeants by clerks. Shoulder to shoulder, they worked through the night. They brought toys by Humvees, dropped others by flight. When the last package went to the very last child, Santa turned to the troops with a look that then begged. He started to smile. Tears dampened his cheek, and the soldiers saluted, but no one dared speak. Santa leaped to his sleigh, quite pleased with the night. "'Tis the best Christmas yet," he exclaimed with delight. "You have come to the rescue and saved this great day. Merry Christmas to all." Then he lifted away. A Christmas tradition begins. 70 years, guys. 70 years. Hi, kiddies. Oh, kiddos, children, boys and girls around the world. Call me on my private phone and I will talk to you personally anytime, day or night. So read an ad placed by a local Sears department store in 1955. It was intended as an invitation from none other than Santa Claus himself, but the phone number listed in the ad was off by a digit. Instead of reaching Santa at the North Pole, children were dialing into a top secret phone line designated to ring only if the were dialing into a top secret phone line designated to ring only if the Soviet Union was attacking the U.S. Imagine the surprise when U.S. Air Force Colonel Harry Shoup, fearing the worst, picking up the phone and heard a tiny voice ask, "Is this Santa Claus?" Before long, the phone was ringing off the hook. Shoup, then director of operations at CONAD, not NORAD, back then it was the Continental Air Defense Command, NORAD's predecessor, decided to offer the young callers information about Santa's progress from the North Pole, and thus the NORAD Santa trekking tradition was born. Every year since, NORAD has offered annual Santa trekking as a service to the world's children. Everyone is invited to call in, especially on December 24th, to check on Santa's whereabouts. In case you are wondering, NORAD is a very real and very important defense operation. NORAD, North American Aerospace Defense Command, is a joint United States and Canadian military organization. NORAD monitors the air and space over North America and to detect and warn of any danger to North America in maritime traffic, aircraft, missiles, or satellites. NORAD's job is non-stop and involves using a worldwide system of sensors, radar, satellites, and aircraft to accomplish its very important mission. NORAD's headquarters are located at Pearson Space Force Base in Colorado. U.S. Transportation Command. If Santa Claus needed help delivering his toys, he would most likely turn to the United States Transportation Command, TRANSCOM. Its mission is to provide air, land, and sea transportation for America's military, both in times of peace and war. TRANSCOM is responsible for deploying military members around the world and providing them with whatever they need to sustain them during their mission. TRANSCOM moves people, their property, petroleum, weapons, ammunition, and other cargo. TRANSCOM uses military and commercial trucks, trains, rail cars, aircraft, ships, and information systems to accomplish its missions. During an average week, Transcom conducts more than 1,900 air missions with 25 ships underway and 10,000 ground shipments. Transcom operates in 75% of the world's countries. So, because NORAD is 70 years old this year, so you see the official radar. To wish you all a wonderful holiday season, St. Nicholas Day, and also Christmas Eve. To wish you all a wonderful holiday season. We see you live on December 24th, and for tomorrow night. Go to bed bright and early because St. Nicholas will be delivering some shoes in your shoes or stockings. Wherever you live in the world, he is coming to you soon. Starting in New Zealand, going around the world. You have a great holiday season. I'll talk to you all soon. Ho ho ho! Happy St. Nicholas Day, everyone. By the way, we will not be streaming this St. Nicholas Day season due to so, and also to wish you all in Europe happy Krabbeschnacht.